This is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Waharakak Wadash, Barakatam, Akim, Kal Halayim, Yahweh Yahushai. Alright, what is it unto you to desire the day of the Lord? Not realizing that it's going to be to your destruction. Why? Because you don't come in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You come in the name of Yahweh, God, Jesus, Jesus Cristo. Those are not the names. And you're not coming in the proper doctrine, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Creator of all things, who reigns in heaven, the Most High, and the Son. Alright? So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Because now that we're seeing all these things coming to pass, there in the Middle East, people are waxing worse and worse. Seducers being seduced, deceivers being deceived. Evil men. Wickedness is multiplying upon the earth, man. So you have to cover yourself with the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to be able to escape all the things that are coming to pass, man. All right. I was watching the show with that Dabu 7, all right, or 77 live show earlier, and one guy made a comment about what are you doing to be prepared, man. He was talking about having certain material items, tangible things of that nature to survive. No, man, that's not gonna save you. All right, nothing's gonna save you except for the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of thy salvation. All right, because when the day of the Lord, when he comes, when he gives a green light to these other, Esau and these other demonic spirits, these higher demonic spirits, to start wreaking havoc upon the earth, at a grand scale. Those things ain't gonna save you, man. It's Yahweh Shai is ready to do those things. Yahweh is, and Yahweh Shai is too. And what is it gonna be unto you in that day? Because that day is gonna be darkness, man, and no light in it. There ain't gonna be nothing enjoyable about that, And the ultimate indignation of war that Yahweh Shai is gonna use, an instrument of war, is ICBM missiles, the second death, which is by way of fire, man. All right. So what end is it to you? Okay. So I want to just jump out with that one and go straight to Joel 2:1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitations of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Right. So us brothers that are on highways and the byways, we're sounding that trumpet in Zion, which is to the nation of Israel, the elect, wherever you may be scattered to the four corners of the earth, the Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, or whoever this truth resonates with. All right, you agree with it, you're gonna come to it, man, because the day of the Lord is at hand. Verse 2: a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. And that's how Yahweh Shai is, man. He's that most high power, Allah Shadia, the Almighty God, that lives in the in the heavens, man. When you can't see him, you can't find him out. He's of great majesty, man, of great power, the omnipotent. It says a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. All right, it's talking about the ICBM missiles, man. And that's what he's gonna use. That instrument of war of his indignation he's gonna use to destroy the America, to destroy his enemy. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. This fire is gonna destroy everything, man. It's gonna be when that fire is crawling and devouring everything, engulfing everything. It's gonna be as a wilderness behind them, but in front of them it's gonna still be the green, trees thriving, but everything's gonna be caught under its under the power of the fire, the flame. It says, verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. And what came to my mind is in one of the movies. It was one of the Lord of the Rings. I don't know if it was the first one or the second one, but it was one of the elves. It was that female. I forget her. Liz Tyler, Aerosmith's daughter. She was taking Frodo to her kingdom to heal him because he had got stabbed by that sword by one of those demons. And while they were crossing a little river, a little creek, those demons were following after her and Frodo, and she started chanting and calling out to the water. She was speaking to the waters, and the water started rushing through the rocks, through the mountains, But when you look at them, they look like horses. And then those demons were walking across the water, and they turned and they saw the rushing of the waters, the roaring of the waves in the waters of that river, and blew them away, man. But the point is that when you look at the waves, the water was rushing through. It looked like horses. All right, and it says like right there, verse 4: the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as a horseman, so shall they run. They're running, they're charging through, man. They're about to go to war. That's how these chariots are going to be. The missiles. Verse 5: like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness. These people are going to be torn up, man. They're going to be frayed, burned up, And real quick, let me just go from there. I'm gonna jump back to this, to Isaiah 13. All right, Isaiah 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. All right, Isaiah 13 and 7 says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one another at another. Their faces shall be as flames, man. All right, because the day of the Lord is coming harsh, man. It's gonna come horrible. Horrible is the end of this generation, and it's gonna be by way of fire, man. All right, a fiery indignation upon the Lord's enemies, man. That's how he shall plead with all flesh. All right, verse 9. I'm gonna go ahead and read verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right, it says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right, so that's through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemi Shai, by way of fire, man. That second woe, or that third woe. All right, by way of fire. All right, verse 12. I'll make a man more precious than fine gold. I will make a man precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. He says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, man. Meaning that you ain't gonna be able to find a righteous man, a man that's covered by the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai, that's well protected in that day. All right, and he's also gonna make his men as of a fine gold, man. We're gonna be that ornament, that tangible thing that you've been looking for the whole time. He's gonna make us that rare, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, man. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. All right, so going back to Joel 2, and starting at verse 5, It says, like the noise of the chariots on tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one his way, and they shall not break their ranks, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Verse 9. They shall run to and fro in the city, they shall run upon the wall, they shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter into it at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble, and the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining, just like I read back in Isaiah, you know. But that's by way of thermonuclear destruction, man. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? You know. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the day of his return is not a day of light or of joy. It's going to be a day of great gloominess and darkness, man. All right. So I'm going to go from there just to give an example of Yahweh Shai's, glory, man. This is in the book of Psalms 18. And I want to start at verse 7. It says, Then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken because of his wrath, because of his anger, man. All right. And this is King David getting an example or an experience of what he experienced with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, ultimately being caught up in the chariot. All right. There went a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it, because that's how Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to take part in destroying these kingdoms and these nations, is by way of those laser beams coming out of the chariots, man. All right. He bowed the heavens also and came forth. So like he bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. He rode upon a cherub, see, and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. The chariot, man. He had a mothership, a magnificent ship that he was in, man. Okay. Verse 11, this is the point. He made darkness his secret place, his pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. Because when he cracks some skies, man, it's gonna be as of a like they showing you in the movies, man. All these different villains that come in from a different universe or from outer space, they show them with great power, man, like darkness surrounding them, and a villain of great power that was ready to devour and to make desolate the earth. That talking about Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because he made darkness his secret place, man. He's not coming back to give light. He's coming back as a man of war, man. He's gonna show his majesty, man. All right. He made darkness his secret place, his pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies, man. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. It consumed the light, man, when he comes. All right. It says, the Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice. Hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them. He shot out lightnings and discomforted them, man. Made everybody afraid, shook, man. That's how he's gonna do it when he returns again, man. But now he's gonna be destroying motherfuckers. He's gonna be turning them, grinding them into powder, man. But yeah, everybody thinks that he's coming back to reward everybody with goodness, with good. This is in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, starting at verse 19. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. So you ain't gonna be able to penetrate Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's chariots and the angels, man. All right, because they're gonna have he shall take holiness for an invincible shield, man. All right, you can't be fucked with, man. When Esau tries to go make war with him by the Russians, where they're gonna try to shoot their little arrows at him, His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. All right, the elect, the angels are gonna fight for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. They ain't gonna miss, man. Like it said right here, Psalms 18:14. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomforted them. Why? Because they met their mark. They were on point, man. By the way of ICBM missiles and actually the laser beams that's gonna come out of the chariots, man. Verse 22. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to destroy everything that is contrary to his ways, man, by way of thermonuclear destruction, fire, and ultimately by the laser beams, man, which they're known as thunderbolts, lightnings, that coming out of the clouds, which are the what clouds? The chariots. All right, so I want to leave it with that. I hope it was edifying, man. We're in those times of speaking prophecy. You know, we always have been. Death and destruction. You know, it's like El Zahar labeled, you know, with last year, the 3D, death, destruction, and diligence. And this year he labeled it or coined it